The learning is the Nishmas Etta Ahuva bas Yaakov. Maseches Nedarim Perek Vav Mishna Daled. Dogim she'ini toyim. If someone says he makes a neder that he's not going to have dogim, so the Ran explains that dog is mashma a big fish and dogim is mashma small fish. So therefore, asar behem bein gedolim bein ketanim. He's asar in all types of fish, whether they're big, whether they're small. Bein meluchim bein tefelim, whether they're salted, whether they're unsalted. Bein chayim bein mevushalim, whether they're uncooked or raw, or whether they are cooked. Umutter b'tris chufa, but he's allowed to have small pieces of fish. The Ran says because dugim is mashma shleimim, full fish, complete, as opposed to cut up fish. So therefore, tris chufa, if it's cut up fish, then he's mutter. Ubitzir, kolshkein, he's allowed to have tzir, which is the liquid that comes out when you salt the fish. Next case is hanoider min atzchena, if he makes a neder that he's not going to have tzchena, which is a mixture of all types of fish, mostly complete, but some of them were cut up. So then he's answering himself even from cut up fish. So therefore the halacha is aser b'tshis chufi. He's not allowed to have cut up fish, but he's still allowed to have a mutter b'tzir u'b'murius. He's allowed to have the tzir, the liquid that comes out from when you salt the fish, or b'murius, which is the fats of the fish, because that is not considered even fish at all, not even cut up fish. But if he says hanoider mitchitz trufa, if he makes an neder that he's not even going to have cut up fish, aser b'tzir u'b'murius, that includes even these juices, the liquid, and the fish fats. This is a little bit hard to understand because chitz trufa is cut up fish, and tzir and murius we just said is not even cut up at all. Those are the liquids. And in fact, the Ran and other Rishonim Agairis in this case also mutter b'tzir u'b'murius, that they're mutter in tzir and b'murius. Mishnah hey hanoider min achalav, if someone makes a neder that he's not going to have milk, mutter b'kum, he's allowed to have kum. Kum is the liquid that separates from the rest of the milk when you make the cheese. And that is not considered milk, and therefore you're mutter in it. However, Rabbi Yosi oiser, Rabbi Yosi asers. Min hakum, if his neder was that he's not going to have the kum, the liquid, so then mutter b'chalav, he's allowed to have milk, because again, kum and chalav are two separate things. So Rabbi Yosi, who asered before, the Chayr would say Rabbi Yosi oiser over here also. The Gemara explains, though, that the Rabbanan and Rabbi Yosi are not really arguing, so it depends. The Gemara says, "Ba'asta the Rabbanon karu lechal b'chalbo lekum kum." In the place where Rabbanon was, chalav and kum were called two separate things. However, in Asi the Rabbi Yosi lekumanami kari lekuma dechalba. In a place where Rabbi Yosi, kuma was also called kuma dechalba, was referred to as chalav. So if you made a neder from chalav, you will be answering kum. But if chalav is not called kum, so then if you make a neder from kum, Rabbi Yosi could be maskim that it's mutter b'chalav. The last halacha of the Mishnah is Abishol Oimer Hanoider min Agvina Aser Bo. If someone makes a neder that he's not going to have cheese, he's not allowed to have it. Bein melucha bein tefela, whether it's salted or unsalted. Even though normal cheese salted, but since he said he didn't specify he's aser whether he's salted or not salted.